The Friday Footy Show, proudly brought to you by Towards Zero for the 2019-2020 TIO NTFL season. It's Heritage Round this weekend, as most of the footy heads to a suburb near you. Men's Premier League action starts out at Tracy Village, where it's another battle for third versus fourth, when the Tiwi Bombers play the Darwin Buffaloes. Over at TIO Stadium, starting at 2 p.m, we have a Women's Premier League game for you, showcasing Nightcliff and the Darwin Buffettes. The Tigers are on the verge of winning 4 games in a row, the first time in their women's history, but the Buffs are an impressive outfit, so it should be a cracker of a game. Then the Men's Premier League match between Nightcliff and Southern District takes to the main stage from 5 p.m. Last time these two teams met, the Tigers registered a convincing win over the Crocs. Can the Crocs cause an upset and finally notch up a post-Christmas win? At 5 p.m, the Palmerston Magpies host St Mary's at Kazali's Arena. The Saints are coming off a big loss last weekend, and Palmerston is still looking for a win in front of their home crowd. And we celebrate Australia Day when Waratah host Wanderers at Gardens Oval for the annual Foundation Cup. These two teams have met twice this season, with each side coming home a winner. So who'll come out on top in the decider? We caught up with Waratah President Paul Gross to hear more about the game and what you can expect from a fun day at Gardens on Sunday.
Well, it's, as it says, a Foundation Cup. So these two clubs were the founding members of the competition, 1916 and 1917, so it's over 103 years. And it's been a hotly contested cup ever since, and really well supported by both clubs, members from both clubs. To give you an indication, we've got players from the last back-to-back grand finals that we won, 98, 99, 99, 2000, that will be here. So that's how special it is. Those players were participating in the Foundation Cup back then and, and previous. So it means a lot to them. These players come from all over Australia. And there'll be several, I think a dozen or more, 20 odd, that will be here this weekend just to watch this game. We've got a Saturday 3-course lunch with Doug Hawkins at the clubhouse for $70 a head, with free alcohol and soft drink for a couple of hours. Tickets are limited, but Doug Hawkins will be our special guest and tossing the coin to start the game. So that's how big it is here. And that's what it means for both clubs. We have a marquee on the hill over by the scoreboard that traditionally our Women's Premier League team run. They have a bar and barbecue set up over there, bean bags to laser around in, weather permitting. But they also have slippery slides, and they've got a ton of other activities that they will get the crowd involved in that should be a lot of fun for not just the adults but for kids as well. So we turn it into a family day, and they have fantastic fun on the hill and generally around the ground. The Waratah Football Club won it last year, so both clubs fight very hard for this, and it means a lot to both sides. So, hopefully the Waratahs wins, but let's hope they have a great game and no one's injured. Lots of people turn up and support both clubs.
As of 11 a.m. on Friday, Footy Ops had received one forfeit for round 15 in Men's Division 1, with the Palmerston Magpies forfeiting to Waratah. In other news this week, the Big River Hawks has, unfortunately, had to be withdrawn from the Under-18 Girls and the Women's Premier League due to forfeiting 3 games in each division throughout the season. We had a quick chat to the AFL-NT's Manager of Community Football, Emily Wassell-Hopkins, to understand more and what it means for the Women's Premier League in particular.
Next steps is obviously meeting with the club and starting to future plan. It's really important that we talk about what the future looks like for Big Rivers and we help them along the way. In 2019 we spent a lot of time down in the region doing strategic planning, which focused on not only the Big Rivers Football League but the Big River Hawks teams as well. So we do have a clear direction on where we want to head in that region, but it's important now that we take the time to work with the club and understand what the future looks like for them. Yeah, look, it is really unfortunate and we're disappointed. We don't like to see any teams removed from the competition. What it means for the remainder of the season is that all teams that were due to play Big River Hawks in the remaining 4 rounds, those games will be reflected as byes.
In more positive news, AFLNT has joined forces with the Red Cross to raise funds to assist with the tragic bushfires in the southern states. Yesterday, AFLNT CEO Stuart Totham joined Red Cross NT Regional and Emergency Services Manager Jenny Dowley to launch the campaign and different ways that the NT Footy community can contribute. A dedicated fundraising page has been set up online, but for those who can make it to the NTFL from this weekend, Red Cross fundraising buckets will be at the gates of all grounds, as well as in kiosks and bars. There'll also be special fundraising efforts at this season's men's and women's grand finals. The initial fundraising goal has been set at $10,000, with AFLNT committing to match any funds raised up to $5,000. Another big thing happening this week will be the Tifa Thomas sign that the men's players from Nightcliff and Southern Districts will form prior to their game tomorrow afternoon. The sign is in memory of Thomas, who at only 13 years passed away from sepsis in 2017. A fit and active member of the community with close links to the Crocs, the Tifa Thomas campaign is one that is very dear to the club and has been raising awareness of sepsis since. For more information, visit the Tifa Thomas website, www.tifathomas.com. Think you know who's going to snag the points this week? It is not too late to register for the 2019-20 NTFL tipping competition to win a $100 Intersport voucher for just being the best tipster of the week. See tipping.aflnt.com.au to sign up. Now let's take a look at the NTFL Play of the Round. When voting closed this morning, it was Brodie Philo's burst through the middle of the ground and long-range goal at the start of the fourth quarter that most impressed fans. Congratulations to Robert Kennedy, whose vote for Brodie saw him pick up the fan prize of 2 grandstand tickets and a canteen voucher to the 2020 AFL game between the Gold Coast Suns and St Kilda. Well, that's a wrap for another Friday Footy show. Enjoy Heritage Round Footy.